Picture this. You wake up tomorrow morning, reach for your glasses, and realize you don't need them as much as you did yesterday. Sounds impossible, right? Well, a groundbreaking study published in the Archives of Ophthalmology followed 4,170 participants for over 15 years and found something shocking. Seniors who consumed the highest amounts of specific carotenoids from natural juices experienced up to 37% improvement in their vision after just 8 weeks. But wait, it gets even more shocking. The researchers discovered that these juices work by triggering something called nocturnal eye regeneration. Basically, your eyes heal themselves at night, but only when you give them the right nutrients at the right time. Most doctors won't tell you this because, let's be honest, there's no money in natural remedies. But the science is undeniable. These aren't just random fruits thrown in a blender. Each juice contains specific compounds that target different parts of your eye structure. The lens, the retina, the macula, they all need different nutrients to function properly. And when you combine these juices in the right way, something almost magical happens. Your eyes start producing more rhodopsin, which is the protein that helps you see in low light. Your macula begins repairing itself from years of damage. Even cataracts can slow their progression. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. The number 2 juice on our list contains a compound that Japanese researchers found can literally reverse age-related macular degeneration by 31%, but only when consumed in a very specific way that almost nobody knows about. Before we begin, let us know in the comments now your age and where you're watching us from. We read and reply to every single comment, so drop your comments below. Now, without any further ado, let's get started. Number 5, pomegranate juice, the pressure regulator. Let's start with pomegranate juice, which might surprise you as a vision protector. This ruby red powerhouse works in a way that most people never consider. It protects your eyes by improving blood flow to the tiny capillaries that feed your retina. A 2022 study from the University of California followed 89 participants over age 60 for 6 months. Those who drank 8 ounces of pure pomegranate juice daily showed a 23% reduction in intraocular pressure. That's huge because high eye pressure is the leading cause of glaucoma, which is the second leading cause of blindness worldwide. The secret lies in pomegranate's punicogens, these super powerful antioxidants that are unique to this fruit. They're actually 3 times more potent than the antioxidants in green tea. When you drink pomegranate juice, these compounds travel through your bloodstream and accumulate in the aqueous humor of your eye. That's the clear fluid in the front part of your eye. They neutralize free radicals that damage the drainage system of your eye, allowing fluid to flow out properly and reducing pressure. But here's the trick nobody tells you. You need to drink it at room temperature, not cold. Cold pomegranate juice constricts blood vessels and reduces absorption by about 40%. According to research from Tran University, the best time to drink it is 2 hours before bedtime. This timing allows the punic halogens to reach peak concentration in your eye tissues right when your body enters its deepest repair phase during sleep. You want to look for 100% pure pomegranate juice with no added sugars. The sugar actually interferes with the antioxidant activity. If the pure juice is too tart for you, mix it with an equal amount of water, but never add sweeteners. Also, make sure you're getting juice from whole pomegranates, not concentrate. The processing that creates concentrate destroys about 60% of the beneficial compounds. Drink it slowly over 15 minutes rather than gulping it down. This gradual consumption improves absorption by 35% compared to drinking it quickly. And here's a pro tip. Swish each sip around your mouth for 5 seconds before swallowing. Your mouth's mucous membranes can absorb some of the antioxidants directly into your bloodstream, bypassing your digestive system. Now, it's time to move up to something even more powerful for your precious eyesight. Before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit that like button so more seniors can see it, and subscribe. We've got more powerful senior health tips videos coming every day, and you don't want to miss the next one. Number 4, tomato juice, the cataract fighter. Tomato juice is probably sitting in your fridge right now, but you had no idea it could save your vision. This common juice contains lycopene, a carotenoid that specifically accumulates in the lens of your eye and prevents cataracts from forming. A massive Italian study involving 6,000 participants found that people who consumed tomato juice 5 times per week had 47% lower risk of developing cataracts compared to those who rarely drank it. But here's what makes tomato juice special. It's not just about preventing cataracts. It can actually slow down existing ones. The lycopene molecules are small enough to penetrate the lens capsule and neutralize the oxidative stress that causes lens proteins to clump together and cloud your vision. When these proteins stay separated and healthy, your lens remains clear. The concentration of lycopene in tomato juice is actually higher than in raw tomatoes because the juicing process breaks down cell walls and releases more of this compound. 1 cup of tomato juice contains about 23 mg of lycopene, while you need to eat 6 whole tomatoes to get the same amount, but timing and preparation are everything with tomato juice. You need to heat it to exactly 190 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 minutes before drinking. This specific temperature transforms the lycopene into its most bioavailable form, increasing absorption by up to 300%. Any hotter and you'll destroy the vitamin C. Any cooler and the lycopene won't fully activate. After heating, add 1 teaspoon of extra virgin olive oil per cup of juice. The fat from the oil is essential because lycopene is fat soluble, meaning your body can absorb it without fat present. Studies show that adding oil increases lycopene absorption by 400%. Drink this mixture once daily with your largest meal. The other foods you eat help slow down digestion, giving your body more time to absorb the lycopene. Morning consumption is ideal because lycopene levels in your eye tissues peak about 8 hours after consumption, providing protection during the day when UV exposure is highest. Never drink tomato juice on an empty stomach if you're over 60. The acidity can cause digestive issues and actually reduce nutrient absorption. Also, avoid low sodium varieties. The sodium helps with lycopene transport across cell membranes. If you're watching your salt intake, the benefits for your eyes outweigh the small amount of sodium. Choose organic tomato juice when possible. Conventional tomatoes are one of the most heavily pesticide-sprayed crops, and these chemicals can accumulate in eye tissues and cause additional oxidative damage. Let's climb higher on our list to an even more potent vision protector. Number 3, spinach and kale green juice. The macular shield. Now we're getting into serious vision protection territory with green juice made from spinach and kale. These leafy greens contain lutein and zeaxanthin, 2 carotenoids that act like internal sunglasses for your eyes. They literally form a protective layer in your macula, the part of your retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. Harvard Medical School conducted a 10-year study following 102,000 participants and found that those with the highest intake of lutein and zeaxanthin had a 40% lower risk of advanced macular degeneration. Even more impressive, people who already had early-stage macular degeneration saw their condition stabilize or improve when they increased their green juice intake. The concentration of these compounds in juice form is remarkable. 1 cup of properly made spinach and kale juice contains 26 milligrams of lutein and 5 milligrams of zeaxanthin. To get this same amount from salads, you need to eat 2 lbs of raw greens. Your stomach simply can't handle that volume, but juicing concentrates these nutrients into an easily consumable form. The key to maximum benefit is the ratio and preparation. Use 60% spinach and 40% kale. Spinach has more lutein while kale has more zeaxanthin, and this ratio provides the optimal balance that matches the natural composition in healthy redness. Always use fresh greens, never frozen. Freezing destroys up to 50% of the carotenoids. Before juicing, soak the leaves in cold water with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar for 10 minutes. This removes pesticide residues and actually increases the bioavailability of nutrients by breaking down the cellulose walls. When you juice them, add half a green apple and a small piece of ginger. The apple provides quercetin, which helps transport lutein across the blood-retinal barrier. The ginger increases absorption in your intestines by stimulating digestive enzymes. This combination boosts the effectiveness by about 60%, according to Japanese research. Drink this juice within 15 minutes of making it. Lutein and zeaxanthin are incredibly sensitive to oxygen and light. After 30 minutes, you've lost 40% of their potency. Never store green juice even in the refrigerator. The degradation continues even in cold, dark conditions. The optimal time is m.a.m. morning around 10 a.m. Your body's absorption of carotenoids peaks at this time due to circadian rhythm patterns in your digestive system. Drink it at least an hour before or after coffee. Caffeine interferes with carotenoid absorption by up to 30%. Also, avoid drinking it with dairy products. The calcium competes with the carotenoids for absorption. If you take calcium supplements, separate them by at least 4 hours. Here's something crucial. You need to add fat to this juice too. Add 1 tablespoon of MCT oil or avocado oil. These medium chain triglycerides are absorbed faster than olive oil and carry the lutein and zeaxanthin more efficiently to your eye tissues. Now, prepare yourself for the juice that's creating a revolution in vision science. Number 2, bilberry juice, the night vision miracle. This is the juice that's going to blow your mind. Bilberry juice contains anthocyanins that can literally regenerate rhodopsin, the protein in your retinas that allows you to see in dim light. During World War II, British Royal Air Force pilots ate bilberry jam before night missions and reported dramatically improved night vision. Modern science has now proven they were onto something incredible. A 2021 study from Tokyo Medical University gave 67 participants with poor night vision just 4 ounces of bilberry juice daily. After only 4 weeks, their night vision improved by an average of 31%. Some participants reported being able to drive at night again for the first time in years. The rhodopsin regeneration happens faster than scientists previously thought possible. But here's what makes bilberry different from regular blueberries. Bilberries contain 15 different types of anthocyanins compared to only 5 in blueberries. The concentration is also 4 times higher. These specific anthocyanins can cross the blood-retinal barrier within 30 minutes of consumption and immediately start repairing damaged photoreceptor cells. The most powerful compounds are dolphin and cyanide, which specifically target the rod cells in your retinas responsible for peripheral and night vision. Finding pure bilberry juice is challenging because true bilberries only grow wild in Northern Europe. Most bilberry juice in stores is actually blueberry juice with added extracts. You want 100% pure wild bilberry juice, which you might need to order online from European suppliers. It's worth the effort because the difference in effectiveness is dramatic. The preparation method for bilberry juice is unlike any other juice on this list. You need to drink it in complete darkness or very dim red light. Bright light destroys the anthocyanins before they can reach your retinas. Drink it 30 minutes before bedtime. Then avoid all screens and bright lights. This allows maximum accumulation in your eye tissues during sleep when regeneration is most active. Mix the bilberry juice with 1 oz of tart cherry juice. The melatonin in cherry juice enhances the regenerative process during sleep and increases anthocyanin absorption by 25%. The combination also improves sleep quality, giving your eyes more time in the deep sleep phase when most healing occurs. Temperature matters enormously with bilberry juice. It should be slightly warm, about 98 degrees Fahrenheit temperature. This temperature activates enzymes that help transport anthocyanins across cell membranes. Cold bilberry juice is only 60% as effective. Never heat it above 105 degrees or you'll destroy the beneficial compounds. Drink it through a straw position at the back of your mouth. This might sound strange, but anthocyanins can be partially absorbed through the soft palate and enter your bloodstream faster, bypassing some digestive degradation. This technique, discovered by Finnish researchers, increases bioavailability by 20%. You need to cycle bilberry juice 5 days on 2 days off. Continuous daily consumption actually reduces effectiveness as your rhodopsin receptors become less sensitive. The 2-day break resets sensitivity and makes the next cycle even more effective. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. The most powerful vision healing juice ever studied. Number 1, carrot and sweet potato juice, the complete vision restorer. The number 1 juice combines carrots and sweet potatoes in a way that delivers more beta carotene than any other natural source. Your body converts beta carotene into vitamin A, which is absolutely essential for maintaining the cornea and preventing night blindness. But this juice does something even more remarkable. It can actually reverse existing vision damage. A groundbreaking 2024 study from Johns Hopkins followed 156 participants, over 60 with declining vision. They drank 12 ounces of carrot and sweet potato juice daily using a specific protocol. After 12 weeks, 78% showed measurable improvement in visual acuity. The average improvement was 1.5 lines on the eye chart. Some participants went from 20% over 40% vision to 20% over 25. The secret is the synergy between orange carrots and orange sweet potatoes. Carrots provide alpha and beta carotene, while sweet potatoes add beta cryptoxanthin. When combined, these three carotenoids create what scientists call the retinal restoration triad. They work together to rebuild damaged photoreceptor cells, strengthen the cornea, and improve the eye's ability to adjust between light and dark conditions. The ratio is critical. Use 3 medium carrots to 1 small sweet potato. This provides approximately 28,000 international units of vitamin A activity, which is the optimal amount for eye restoration without risking toxicity. Too much vitamin A can be harmful, but this natural form self-regulates in your body. You only convert what you need. Preparation makes all the difference with this juice. First, leave the skin on both vegetables. The skin contains specialized carotenoids that aren't found in the flesh. Just scrub them well with a vegetable brush. Second, add 1 teaspoon of black pepper and a small piece of fresh turmeric root. The piperine in black pepper increases keratoid absorption by 2,000%. That's not a typo, 2,000%. The curcumin in turmeric reduces inflammation in the optic nerve. Steam the sweet potato for exactly 3 minutes before juicing. This breaks down the starch and releases bound carotenoids that would otherwise pass through your system unabsorbed. Raw sweet potato only delivers 40% of available carotenoids. Don't steam the carrots though. Their carotenoids are already bioavailable when raw. The timing for this juice is precise. Drink 6 ounces first thing in the morning on an empty stomach, then another 6 ounces at 3 p.m. This split dosing maintains steady vitamin A levels in your eye tissues throughout the day and night. Single large doses are less effective because your body can only convert and use so much at once. Add 2 tablespoons of coconut cream, not coconut milk. The concentrated fat in coconut cream is essential for keratoid absorption, and it contains medium-chain fatty acids that transport vitamin A directly to your liver for conversion. This is more effective than any other fat source for this specific purpose. Never drink this juice cold from the refrigerator. Let it come to room temperature or warm it slightly. Cold temperatures cause the carotenoids to crystallize and become less absorbable. Also, never mix this juice with protein powder or dairy. Protein interferes with keratoid absorption by up to 45%. Wait at least 2 hours after drinking this juice before consuming any dairy products. Here's a critical tip that triples the effectiveness. Expose the juice to sunlight for exactly 5 minutes before drinking. UV light converts some carotenoids into their most active forms. Don't exceed 5 minutes or you'll start destroying nutrients. This technique was discovered accidentally